Hi there guys, so bit of news for you this evening. We have had a report that's not really too credible about Konate and one about Luis Díaz, which I think, I'll just say it right up front, I think this has come straight from Luis Díaz himself, if not him, his entourage 100% guys. So we're going to go through that. If you do like this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment guys, need to know your thoughts on this. So we'll do the Diaz one first, it's pretty straightforward, Diaz, Konate. Journalist from Foot Mercato who's mentioned stuff about Liverpool before in the past. I think he mentioned Xabi Alonso was going to be the manager. Salah was not going to sign a new contract. Something about Mane as well. I'm sure there's something in there. Basically, he's come out and said that Konate doesn't want to sign a new contract with Liverpool and he wants to leave for nothing next year. Now, what I will say on this is it probably doesn't take a brain surgeon to figure that out. You know, I think it was 8 months ago now, Paul Joyce put something out there saying that a deal was close for Konate to sign a new deal. And we've heard nothing since. So something's obviously gone wrong along the lines. We've heard rumblings of Real Madrid trying to poach him to come to them next year. Wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. However, I've mentioned it a couple of times on the 7 o'clock slot that we do on a Monday night, that if Konate does not sign a deal by the end of July, I would be actively looking to sell the lad, because I'm not being in a situation again that we've had with Trent, Wijnaldum, Emre Can, other players that go on and so forth with it. If he doesn't want to be here, sell him, get gone. We could go get someone else, Mark Gahey, we could go get Joel Hatto, whatever. I want players that want to be here to play here. We've got Florian Wirtz. Look at Kirkes' announcement today. The kid can't wait to play for Liverpool. So if you don't want to be here, fuck off, right? Long story short. Next one, Luis Díaz. I'll share with you these tweets now. So before I get any further into this journalist, Pierre Sierra, I think he's called, something like that. I might be butchered that, to be fair. He's been used a couple of times now by Luis Díaz's entourage, maybe the player himself, his dad, whatever, to get a message out. He was the guy that mentioned PSG last year. He was the guy that mentioned Barcelona last year. And he's also the one that mentioned about a new deal or something like that and it not happening or something this year. Well, today he teased that he had a bomb to drop regarding Diaz. I hate when they use words like that. A bomb. Like, you've got a news story, mate. Calm down, right? Anyway, so here we go. I'll show you the tweet that he put out. So he says, exclusive, Luis Díaz and his entourage upset with Liverpool's stance. They feel the club have gone back on their word once again with the player. Something similar happened before with his contract renewal and now with the possibility of a transfer. I'd love to know what that other bit is that they've gone back on the word on. And then it was followed up by a little bit more like this. Liverpool's interest in renewing Diaz's contract seems to have disappeared. His continuity at Liverpool is not guaranteed. Diaz and his entourage are not happy with Liverpool. So, is this because the move to Barcelona seems to have just disappeared because they're about to sign or trying to sign Nico Williams from Athletic Bilbao, yeah? Is that the reason why? I'm not too sure. He mentioned it on his Kick stream. That's why that link goes to. I was trying to see what else he'd mentioned about it, but it goes to a link on his Kick. So is this because the Barcelona moves dropped through and Diaz has seen his ass? Because Liverpool wanted a certain price, Barcelona couldn't obviously afford it, so that he feels like they've gone back on their word on selling him this summer, which I think is something we've mentioned before about that could happen this summer, is that Liverpool gave their word to Diaz that they would sell him this year if Barcelona came calling. But we're not in any sort of situation to turn around and help other clubs with players. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you want someone, you pay the going price in the market. You don't take like cut rate deals. And I'm sorry, but Diaz for me is not one of these players like a Bobby Firmino or a James Milner or a Jordan Henderson, where you take like a bit of a cut rate deal because of what they've done for the club. Like, yeah, Diaz had a bit of a good season last year, but you know what I mean? Like, he's not like he's had a lot of influence on the team and everything. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh there, but mate, you were supposed to be the Sadio Mane replacement and you have not lived up to Sadio Mane. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just not happened. So we don't need to do any sort of like deals for you to get a better thing for you at all whatsoever. if they've given you word about giving you a new contract and they've gone back on it, then that's a different matter. Like, the club should stick to what they've said. But nah, he's using this journalist to get news out there, to push through a move. 100%, guys. Let's see what happens over the coming days. To be fair, I think it'd be news to Liverpool's ears if they could sell Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez and Luis Díaz. Do you know what I mean? It'd help fund a move for Isaac or whoever. Do you know what I mean? That's what I think would happen here. So anyway, let me know down below, guys, your thoughts on this. I won't be too worried about the Konate stuff unless it comes from like a better journalist, and this Luis Díaz stuff is 100% from the player, in my opinion, guys. Let me know down below, and I'll catch you in the next one.